It feels like I'm very close to being more directly contacted by my galactic friends and family. This past week, every night, it seems I'm having a series of dreams that are directly related to extraterrestrials and my extraterrestrial origin. I really don't know what to say about this, really. It hasn't yet come into my experience very strongly, but it occasionally rears its head. And so I'm just going to read off, like I have been doing in the past, a series of some dream scenes and going over what's been happening. Okay, so all of these are since the first of the year. Scary dream. I almost always get to start off the night, not start off the night, but between midnight and 2 it seems I get to have a scary scenario in there. Okay, I'm in a scene with a pool or some sort of indoor body of water. Big barrels of something, bones, coins, are being thrown in. The bones made a natural formation in one of the pools, which was giving me a creepy feeling. Right now, as I'm typing this, a high tone is going off in my right ear. Then there is a formation of what looks like a man and woman, dead. Right in here, I wake to go to the bathroom, and I'm so creeped out by the feeling of what just happened, I asked Source to come in and settle me, which he did. Dream. Something about there being no jobs. About me getting down to having almost no money, the idea of $1,000, and getting lucky with a job in a recent past time and climbing up to a comfortable place. It seems like my current situation. There is something about serving drinks. I used to be a Las Vegas casino cocktail waitress, and I still sort of have nightmarish dreams about ever having to do that again. So occasionally that will pop in. In this environment, I begin to levitate and be able to fly, and am being willing to let other people see. There is a man who is instigating this. Rona is here. There is something about some black tar gunk and it being applicable to my leg and knee. I am simultaneously aware of the higher energies working my physical body. There is that sensation of being on the inside of a balloon being blown up to capacity for a long time. 2 hours. 1 for sure. There is a scene here where I am opening the refrigerator, and on the tiny area of space allotted to me, the man has put 3 pieces of rotten smelling meat. I move them and tell him politely, it may not be good anymore. There is also a scene with a broken coffee mug. It is my favorite, and I am saying in a very profound way, this is a big deal, and I'm saying this to Rona. In the night, lots of K work, Kundalini. The uncomfortable kind that runs through the legs and makes my feet hot. Now here, I meet an extraterrestrial. I'm calling him Orangey because that's his color. He's not orange like a carrot, but like a creamsicle, like vanilla ice cream with orange swirled in. I have a couple scenes where I'm viewing this one. He has been hurt. He's been caught by humans and is in a box. He's very hurt. I'm sending him love. I'm sort of being shown pictures of what the people are doing to him because they're afraid. This is a series of real quick scene changes. I'm at what appears to be a grocery store. I'm floating through the front of the store and out the front door. I'm then in the parking lot with Oprah Winfrey discussing payment. I'm trying to get into somewhere through a vent close to the ground. It turns out to really be a bedroom in the basement of my significant other's mother's house. I am caught. I feel like I am extraterrestrial here, and that I'm caught, I'm found out. There is some sort of confrontation of the mother with my sweetie and lack of being able to handle / communicate with me. I have this man's face in my hands, and I'm going to tell him what is happening to me, but first I need him to see. I am asking him to look at my eyes. I think maybe at the pupils. At one point, I detected my guide was with me. I said, "You're here, aren't you?" This is when the experiences began coming faster. Much of the feeling sensations of my guide's presence, the levitation and teleportation, occurred through my waking consciousness in 3D blackness. Later, for lack of a better way to say it, bits and pieces of where I had been would come through to me. Totally amazing. Sometimes when I have the bilocated awareness is much stronger in the physical waking sense of my being, and I'm just floating in 3D blackness, feeling all the vibrations and sensations of what's happening. And then sort of near the end of each segment, I'll all of a sudden, in just a second or two, receive a full download of the picture scenarios of or equivalents to what those vibrations and sensations were. I really like experiencing it this way. It does sometimes feel safer to me. Okay, note. Afternoon meditation. I'm being shown an idea of a swimmer trying to assist a drowning / fighting person and, quote, putting him to sleep in order to rescue him. I know now this is why we are put to sleep, through the assistance and adjustments we receive in the night, and why we are now being roused awake, given time to adjust and stop fighting. Note, January 4, 2010, afternoon meditation. I am making clicking sounds again. Communication? Like an insect or dolphin maybe, something like this. This has been happening for some time now. My awareness just barely catches it. January 5, 2010, morning practice. Interesting dream sequence where I am given my extraterrestrial origin. Something about the yellow people from somewhere. I didn't catch that part. I am not retaining much of the detail. I am in some sort of shop with Greek ladies, I think Greek. One lady is behind a counter and is or had been baking. I'm being offered some of this. Then I am outside. There is a long branch from a tree with multiple flowers on it. Another Greek lady cuts the branch of flowers and is commenting on how beautiful they are. I am smiling, saying, yes, as I'm shown the bouquet. Then I am walking and come across a sort of cubby with a baby in it. There is another Greek woman who is admiring the child. I see some movement next to this one and attempt to get hold of what is moving. I'm drawn into the cubby by my attempt and see what is causing the movement. What looks to be an older child, which I see now as a tiny toy figure. I make many moves to trap and catch it. When I get hold of him in my hand, I go to turn toward the cubby opening where the woman is. Instead, I run into a full-size man version of the toy boy I have in my hand. It is a sort of male automaton who starts to reveal me, my presence, by reading me, reading my energy signature and extraterrestrial origin. The only part I am retaining is the phrase, the yellow people of blank. I always let the good part go. So, just putting this through for right now. It feels like I'm attempting to be contacted in a more direct way by my galactic family and friends. I want this to happen. I'm looking forward to this happening in a more direct way.